Last night on Temptation, Jeff was playing for over $150,000 in cash and prizes and made it clear he was going to be a hard sell.
I'm not in a buying mood tonight, Ed.
Really?
If I owned the ocean, I wouldn't give you a wave.
But he didn't need to worry as he went on to a huge win.
130, Jeff just misses out on the record.
And as usual, he added another $50,000 to his cash jackpot.
350k.
So stand by as Quiz's tough guy plays for $350,000.
G'day there, I'm Ed Phillips.
And I'm Lavinia Nixon.
And it's a big night. He's the bad boy of Quiz Our Champ. I reckon he looks a little like Angry Anderson.
I can't imagine Angry Anderson driving a Volvo.
Good point. Let's get the game on. Welcome to Temptation. Thanks, guys. Welcome to you all tonight. Big cheers.
But what is at stake here tonight?
Let's set the scene. It's a cool $350,000 in cash. It could all go to our man in the leather vest here, Jeff. Casually dressed.
Very kind of the wardrobe department.
But very switched on tonight.
Hope so.
Do you get to wear stuff like this when you're at work? As your
Actually, on
systems-
Fridays I do.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Zany Clothing Friday, is it at your place?
Yeah, it's good.
Nice.
I think you're doing this to psych out the other competitors.
No, what do you think?
Now look how casual you are. You're so
Well,
relaxed.
Well, Prozac's a wonderful thing.
Let's get them out here. Our first challenger is a nurse who believes laughter is the best cure. Coming on Temptation is her second television appearance. Her first was on Romper Room at age 4.
Whoa.
From Eastwood and reaching for the stars tonight, it's Linda Shrimpton.
Hi, Linda.
Hello.
Welcome.
Our second challenger is a telecommunications consultant who has an impressive collection of gangster movies in his DVD collection. From Redfern, please welcome Jeremy Dixon.
Jeremy, nice to see
Ed.
you as well.
Thanks.
You're next to the biker. Are you guys psyched out or are you ready to go?
Nervous anticipation.
Okay.
Oh, come on, rev your engines, you'll be right.
Money will
$20
sort 'em out.
for everybody.
Yes.
Good luck.
Money talks. Okay, let's go. Important night. Champ playing for all. Here we go. According to the saying, when in which city should you do as Jeremy?
Rome.
Yes, do as its inhabitants do. Holding Back the Years was a 1986 hit for which UK band?
Simply Red.
That is right. Simply Red gets you off the mark. By what name do we more commonly know the famous ancient Greek statue Aphrodite of Jeff?
Venus de Milo.
That is right. Everybody off the mark. Sprint round time. Set the cat amongst the pigeons. Here's 20 seconds, and it starts now. Faster Than Lightning is which TV doc, Jeff? Flipper. For what does the O stand in the sporting abbreviation IOC, Jeff?
Olympic.
Yes. Found in Northern Australia, what kind of creature is the Jabberoo, Jeff?
It's a buffalo.
It's a bird. What informal form of French includes many English words and phrases, Jeff?
Fronglaze.
Yes, a prince. There we go. Jeff, up and down, and we finished the round. Everybody tied. No one's had a chance to buzz in and buy anything in the gift shops over the last handful of nights, and now we find everybody on $25. Whoever buzzes in first when Lavinia says the low price can own this.
It's amazing what a new pair of shoes can do for a woman's state of mind, so imagine what 6 new pairs could do. This is a rare chance to choose from a wide range of beautifully made designer shoes to the value of $2,000. This includes shoes from the summer and winter range. Personally, I could not think of anything better. Valued at $2,000 tonight, the temptation to live like Imelda is just $6 from Franco Barone.
That's where we're so different. So different.
On so many fronts, we are so different.
Should we just talk exclusively to Linda? $5 shoes. Jeremy, Jeff, feel free to jump in. No!
I've got my only pair of high heels on now. So
Well, here's a chance to add heaps more pairs.
sneakers girl, I'm sorry.
Jeremy?
Sorry, I'm not in the market. They look lovely, though.
Okay. Jeff?
No thanks.
Going. No, gone. No sale to any of you. Nothing out of 3. Oh, we're struggling tonight. Back to the questions. Standing for subscriber identification, Jeff.
SIM card.
That is indeed a mobile phone's what card? It's SIM card. Which official in any of the 9 top grades of the former Imperial Chinese Civil Service is also a small... Jeff?
Mandarin.
Yes, also a small citrus fruit. First of our Fame Game questions, we have $10 on offer here. Who am I? An Oscar winner, born in the USA in 1966. My first name was inspired by a department store that was a landmark in my hometown of Cleveland. I entered and won several beauty contests, including Miss Ohio USA. And in 1986, I placed 6th in the Miss World competition. I then became a model and TV... Jeremy?
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry is indeed right, yes. Super Academy Award performance in Monsters Ball. Get a first look at our famous faces. Here they come, Jeremy.
3 sleeps to go until In Excess kick off their tour on Friday. Jessica Simpson has a new single, A Public Affair. When everything goes wrong, Wesley Snipes is about to get very rich in chaos. Pulling on the skates, Torval and Dean. From the movie Hoot, it's Luke Wilson. The Closer with Kira Sedgwick. Shannon Noll finishes his tour on Sunday. Jerry O'Connell is the man about town. And how's that? Sherbet are performing at the Countdown Spectacular.
A selection of Tinseltown's finest for you there, Jeremy. Go for it.
Could I have Torval and Dean, please, Ed?
Of course you can. You can have both of them. Here they come.
$10.
Handy. There we go. Up to 35. Gets your share of the lead with our champ, Jeff, on 35. Linda, 25. And it's a tense one. Round 1 is done. Temptation returns with round 2 next. We're back. It's round 2 of Temptation. It's night number 7 for our champ, Jeff. He has $350,000 in his cash account. If he wins tonight, he can cash it in and take it. Plenty to play for. Got a share of the lead right now, and we're back into the questions. What adjective denotes the sport of running, riding or driving along a course in the countryside as opposed, Jeff?
Touring.
As opposed to around a track? Looking for cross-country there specifically. Based on a 60s sitcom was which 1997 film starring Tom Arnold in the role, played on TV by Ernest Borgnine? Linda.
The Odd Couple?
In fact, it was McHale's Navy, if you think back. Rhyming with action is which small organised Jeff?
Faction.
Yes, a dissenting group within a larger one. Gift shop time. Jeff and Jeremy still level pegging on 35 apiece. Fellas, off to Lavinia we go. The first to buzz in when she says the low price can own this.
Here's your chance to get a new perspective on Australia's famous harbour. From the top of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. You can take a bridge climb during the day or see Sydney sparkling at twilight. The choice is yours, including airfares and 2 nights at the Medina Serviced Apartments. It's valued at $3,629, or be tempted to take in the view for $10 from Bridge Climb.
Great way to spend a few hours. Now, Jeremy, you live Redfern Way in Sydney, quite close.
I've actually done it before. It was the most spectacular experience there.
Worth doing it again?
I don't know, really. It probably is worth doing
You
again,
should be
actually.
convincing Jeff around this time, I'm thinking.
How much is it again?
Let's say...
Make it 6.
OK, good. Like you're thinking. $6. Jeff,
No,
come
thanks.
down from Queensland, have a walk over the bridge. It's going once. Jeremy. Jeremy, yes. Jeremy's got it. Well done. And a couple of nights accommodation too. That'll be a great outing. Have fun on that. Champ leads. Until this year, voted the top tourist destination 4 years running in Travel and Leisure magazine was, Jeremy?
Sydney.
Indeed it was. It's now number 4. An anagram of Peters is the surname of which acclaimed American star of stage and screen? Everyone's shuffling the letters around madly. Streep. Streep we needed. Meryl Streep. $15 up for grabs here. Our next Fame Game question. Who am I? Born in England in 1950 and dying in Australia in 2003. I described my best school subject as absenteeism, and after leaving school at 15 I worked as a van driver, car park attendant and labourer. In 1968 I began in my chosen sport, and by the age of 20 I was British 125cc champion. Jeff.
Barry Sheen.
The great Barry Sheen is right, yes. Loved his work. Lovely guy and sorely missed. Jeff.
Who
Take
to go for? I quite like Kyra Sedgwick.
Indeed, here she comes from The Closer. It's a great show. What's she got?
This beautiful handmade glassware will add a touch of elegance to any table setting. Priced at $770, it's from Crosno.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Champ leads by $1. Back into the questions. A recent #1 album in Australia was Black Fingernails, Red Wine.
Eskimo
Linda.
Joe?
It was indeed. Just wait till I say your name,
Sorry.
Linda. I know you're very keen. Set to compete in the 2006 World Cup in Canada, the Wallaroos are the Australian, Jeff?
Women's rugby team.
Yes, they are. And which football code? So we'll take that. Rugby union, in fact, they're competing in. Which English writer died, according to the Julian calendar, on April 23, 1616? Jeff?
Francis Bacon.
No, it was William Shakespeare, in fact, on May 3rd in our Gregorian calendar. Sprint round time. Let's up the pace a little bit. Champ still leads by $1. That'll change maybe after this next 20 seconds. It starts now. What holiday occurs the day after Christmas Day? Jeremy?
Boxing Day.
Yes. What is the adjectival form of the word enigma? Jeff?
Enigmatic.
Yes. In the early 90s, actor Richard Gere was married to which super... Jeff? Cindy Crawford. Among the 7 wonders of the world were the hanging what? Jeff?
Gardens of Babylon.
Yes. The name of which navigational instrument means sixth part? Jeff?
A sextant.
Sextant is right. Sixth part in Latin. And the champ extends his lead just by $6. A little bit of a breather. Everyone take a drink and relax. We'll go to a break in just a tick, but before we do that, we're going to put you to work at home.
On this day in 1911, it was discovered that the Mona Lisa had been stolen from the Louvre in Paris. But thankfully it was found, although it was 2 years later. This is a test of your art knowledge. In which century did Leonardo da Vinci paint the Mona Lisa?
I believe it was stolen by an Italian guy too, who believed that such an important Italian painting should not be in France. It should
Si,
be in-
senor, you are correct.
Everybody take a breather. Just stretch. $350,000 up for grabs here if the champ wins tonight. Back with round 3 of Temptation straight after this.
In which century was the Mona Lisa painted? The beautiful masterpiece was created in the 16th century.
And of course, still residing in the Louvre in Paris. Back to the round, a very important game. $350,000 at stake. Champ leads. In terms of dealing in currencies of other countries, foreign exchange is a brief... Jeff?
Forex.
Yes, to what? Forex will do. What term for written works, especially those considered of superior or lasting artistic merit? Jeremy?
Literature.
Is also a Nobel Prize category. Literature is right. Based on Arlo Guthrie's folk song epic, it was the 1969 film in which he also starred. Alice's what? Jeff?
Restaurant.
Restaurant, right. Champ. Keeps his nose in front. Now, this could be a tough sell. I get the feeling. The big temptation might not have any luck here. You lead by 11. Open the vault doors. Cost you 15.
Never.
Never say never with me. I'm not done with my tempting yet. OK, back to the questions. His term with the Socceroos ended. Gus Hiddink has... Jeremy?
Russia.
Indeed, he has moved on to manage which national team? That of Russia. On July 28, 1914, following the assassination of the Archduke Franz Ferdinand, Austria-Hungary... Jeremy?
World War I.
They in fact declared war on which country? Serbia, the answer we were after. Affectionately called Bobby and Margot by the press were the dancing partners Margot Fontaine, Jeff?
And Robert Helpman.
Indeed, Sir Robert, in fact. So the champ gets a bit of breathing space. Here's the big question of the night. $25 behind one of our famous faces for a look. Who am I? Born in Ireland in 1906 and dying in 1989. I excelled at cricket as a student and studied French, Italian and English at Trinity College in Dublin. After a teaching stint in Belfast, I moved to Paris, where I met James Joyce, for whom I undertook research work, and in 1929 published an essay defending his work and methods. I returned to teaching before writing my first novel, Dream of Fair to Middling Women, which was not published until after my death. I joined the French Resistance during World War II, following which I gained fame writing poems, novels and also plays in French and English, including Krapp's Last Tape, Endgame and Waiting for Godot. A Nobel Prize winner with the first name, Jeff?
Samuel Johnson.
Not Samuel Johnson, with the first name of Samuel and a surname beginning with B. I'm writer Jeremy.
Samuel Beckett.
Samuel Beckett is correct. Jeremy, critical time of the match to get that right. Money in play, choose wisely.
Could I have Jessica Simpson, please, then?
You could indeed. We wish you the best of luck.
This clever vacuum cleaner has HEPA filtration and won't lose suction over time. It's $849 from Dyson.
Nice prize, but I know you wanted some cash. Where was it hiding tonight, I wonder?
Sherbet had the wild card, Shannon Knoll had the $15 and Luke Wilson right in the middle with the $25.
Oh, 25 would have made it very interesting indeed. As it sits, Jeff leads by a handful of questions. $350,000 at stake here. Can he go all the way? Fast Money is next and we'll find out. Critical time in this final round of Temptation. Fast Money time. Jeff, our champ, leads and at stake. If he wins tonight, he can cash in his amazing cash account of $350,000. We wish all our players good luck. We set 60 seconds on the clock and here we go. Time starts now. A calling two up to toss the coins is come in what, Jeff?
Spinner.
Yes. What primary colour is a typical fire opal? Jeff?
Blue.
Red. Premier of which state from 1955 to 72 was Sir Henry Bolte? Jeff?
Western Australia.
Victoria. Breton, Welsh, Gaelic and Irish all belong to which language group? Jeff?
Celtic.
Yes. Electing and advising the Pope is the Sacred College of what? Jeremy?
Cardinals.
Yes. What art of painting on fresh lime plaster starts? Jeff?
Fresco.
Yes. On which large Greek island are the ruins of Knossos? Jeff?
Crete.
Yes. In law, what exemption or freedom from liability starts with I? Jeff?
Indemnity.
Yes. Which King of England reigned from 1509 to 1547? Jeremy.
Henry VIII.
Yes, in the US, abbreviated to SEC, is the Securities, Jeff?
And Exchange Commission.
Yes, Eric Maria Remarque wrote the novel, Jeff.
All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yes, a top Australian road cyclist is Cadel who, Jeff?
Evans.
Yes, the largest lake in Western Europe is Switzerland's Lake, Jeff.
Geneva.
Yes, what was the nickname of heroic Aussie soldier Sir Edward Dunlop, Jeff?
Weary.
Yes, great composer Franz Schubert died. We got the champ over the line on $100. Ooh, it was tight at the start. The 19th century, the answer to that final question. That's just by the by, because Jeff, 350.
There's a relief, man.
Nearly fell off the chair there.
Golf clap, golf clap.
Oh, that's a cocktail clap. Brilliant. Hey, that was much tighter than it seemed because you guys got a couple wrong, both you and Jeremy, and could have gone either way.
God in heaven.
Does that feel great, champ?
I'm gobsmacked.
$350,000. What does that mean to you right now?
That's my mortgage, that's Genevieve's education, it's Nick's trade tools, it's everything for my family.
It's incredible.
It's everything.
It's life-changing.
I'm going to have a tough temptation trying to coax him on to night number 8 to play for everything and to double the cash amount.
Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy.
But I'll give it my best go. Are you feeling pretty emotional? Because you've kept your cards close to your chest the last 7 nights.
You just got to just go with the flow. I'm all about having some fun, as you can see. So, you know, if I walked away with a few dollars, then that's great. But I've walked away with an armload. I nearly said it the wrong way then.
Yes, but that's good. Jeff, we'll let you gather your thoughts, but it was a great competition put up tonight by both Linda and Jeremy. What's the wash up for them both?
Jeremy, give us a wave from the top of that Harbour Bridge climb. Enjoy that. And Linda, thanks so much for being on Temptation tonight.
Great prizes there. Also the souvenir on this special night for you both to take home.
Jeremy and Linda, we'd like you to have this beautifully crafted ballpoint pen to thank you for being on Temptation. Made with true Parisian style, they're from Waterman.
Good on you, big fella. Oh, seeing a few little tears of emotion and relief too.
What can I say? What can I say?
It's a big amount of money. It's $350,000. And uncharacteristically, you had a couple of stumbles in those first few questions.
My Australian nature studies are not so flash.
Yet you still came home to win by something like $46 in the end.
Oh,
there.
well, yeah.
Let's talk numbers. What does that $350K mean? Have you had some time to process what you actually will do with some of that?
Well, I mean, obviously, it's the old stock cliche of the mortgage and the... But Genevieve wants to be a physiotherapist, so
yes.
that's we've got that covered.
Great.
She wants a car to drive to university, so we've got that covered.
Yes.
I may go and see the space shuttle get launched after all.
That'd be fantastic.
And
take your son.
And take my son, and maybe I'll be able to afford that Gibson 335 now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big guitar, hey?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that is fantastic. Now, I've still got some tempting to do.
OK.
Of course, tomorrow looms, the chance to go on and become our next grand champion. We'll get to that in just a tick.
Right.
In fact, you'll be playing for all the prizes, and amongst them includes this fantastic brand new Volvo. Let's have a look.
This is the impressive XC70 SE. This all-wheel drive wagon with a powerful turbo engine caters equally for the rough stuff and the need for intelligent luxury. Uncompromising safety features, design flexibility and a comfortable interior with child booster cushions deliver a wagon designed for the adventurous family and all the equipment that goes with them. Priced at $56,950 plus on-road costs. Volvo for life.
I've got to say, after this tense 7 nights, it's great to see the emotion pouring out here. Realistically, if you keep going on in this vein, you've got $50,000 each night. You could come back tomorrow, play for all the prizes, along with double your cash account. It could be as much as $940,000 in cash and prizes. That would be the highest total we've ever seen one on the show. You said coming on the show was all about fun. We obviously knew that taking a look at your moustache. But now you have the big decision. $350,000 in cash. It's yours to walk away with, or come back tomorrow and play on to become our next grand champion. Take each and every one of these next 10 seconds. Jeff Safey, the safe cracker.
I'm afraid if I was the Lone Ranger, I'd be riding off into the sunset, so I'll love you and leave you. But thank you, I'll take the money.
You're going to take the money. We were hoping to get another grand champion. One of the best players we've seen for quite some time. We've got some volley for you, got some flowers.
Wonderful.
In addition to the $350,000 that you've won. Jeff, $382,508. You've scored cash and prizes along the way. That's a massive payout. Congratulations, my friend.
Thanks, dude. Thanks, dude.
Well played.
What a great week at the office it's been.
What can you say?
So Jeff leads us on night 7. Who will our next grand champion be, I wonder? Will it be you? Will it be someone we see tomorrow night starting on their journey of cash and prizes and big winning? Only one way to find out. Join us same time tomorrow night. And we'll tempt someone brand new again.
Yes, anything could happen. We'll see you tomorrow.